Baseball emotional moments. Baseball comes out on top when we talk about the toughest sports. Don't believe us? Just go on YouTube and look at the highlights, and you will change your mind in split seconds. But sometimes, some things make the big guys shed a tear too. From retirements to deaths, the players have seen it all and have been through it all, and that made us all cry too. And that is precisely what we are going to look into today. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to take a look at times the whole baseball community got emotional. The death of Roberto Clemente. We are sure this is not the first time you have heard this name. Roberto Clemente was one of the greatest baseball players ever to grace the pitch and was hailed as the best of his generations. Unluckily, he did not have any fairy tale ending to his life. On December 23, 1972, an earthquake hit the country of Nicaragua pretty seriously, and Clemente, who was a humanitarian, took the matters into his hands after he learned that the government was diverting the supplies and took the plane which was headed towards the country. And to his misfortune, the flight was overloaded with supplies and became too heavy. After a couple of hours, the plane crashed into the ocean. His body was never found, but his death inspired many people to help the people who are not as fortunate as us. And his shiny career included him winning the Golden Glove 12 times and 15 All-Star appearances, cementing his place in the history of baseball. The death of Nick Adenhart. There's nothing more depressing than losing a future superstar, and that is what the baseball world witnessed in 2009 as they witnessed Nick Adenhart lose his life. It was on April 8, 2009 when Nick was playing the fourth game of his major career and gave a spectacular performance. Shortly after the game, he hopped into his friend's car as a passenger. Little did they know what was about to strike them. A drunk driver hit the car at full speed, taking Adenhart's and two of his fellow passengers' life. All the baseball fans were hooked to the live coverage as they were announcing his death. This was one of the saddest things to witness, as his teammates were more than grieving his death. It was like they had lost their brother. Ernie Harwell gives his farewell. Ernie Harwell was the voice of the Detroit Tigers. People grew up listening to Ernie's voice as he was an announcer and a broadcaster of the team. And as all great things end, so did Ernie's tenure. And he gave everyone a farewell speech. At 91, Ernie was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and there was no escape from that. His farewell made everyone cry, and he was in the prayer of all the fans. Sadly, Ernie passed away on May 4, 2010. Mariano Rivera's final game. Many will try to duplicate him, but it will never be him. Mariano Rivera is without a doubt the greatest closer in the history of MLB, and through the years has accompanied things and has stellar records that many people only dream of. And when the time comes, even the best of us know it is time to say goodbye. And what he got in return was something that will give you goosebumps. His teammate come onto the pitch to hug him during his final moment in the Yankees jersey, and a beautiful ovations from the fans, which stay close to his heart for the rest of his life. Dee Gordon hits a home run for Jose Fernandez. The baseball community sadly lost Jose Fernandez on 25 September 2016. And if there was one person who was more upset about this than other, it's his teammate Dee Gordon, and Gordon took it upon himself to pay the perfect tribute to his fallen friend. Just moments after he entered the pitch, he took a home run to his name and gave away all the glory to Fernandez. Gordon was in tears after the home run, so were his teammates. Nevertheless, it remains one of the most selfless gestures in the history of MLB.